So when we see the EU now, their biggest issue is this. Given that Sarraj has felt abandoned, given that he has felt that his back is against the wall, given now he has thrown himself wholeheartedly in the arms of an ally who is ready to commit resources to defend him, and given that this ally, who is Turkey, has already developed a framework with which to negotiate with the Russians, who themselves want to be power brokers over Libya, the EU does not have much leverage. Even if this delegation that Germany has announced of foreign ministers, Germany, Italy and France, with the UN representative, even if they visit Sarraj in January, which they've announced, they don't have much leverage with him. Even if they say to him, yes, Sarraj, we are ready to back you, we are ready to support you, Sarraj is unlikely to say to them, okay, now you may have abandoned me before, but now I trust you're going to back me. Instead, Sarraj is not going to be amenable to that kind of request. Moreover, one of the conditions that the EU is likely to impose on Sarraj is that he withdraws this request for troops from Turkey. Europe does not want Turkish troops, or indeed the Syrian fighters that have been sent from Idlib or from Syria to Libya. They don't want that just across the Mediterranean. But Sarraj is unlikely to accede to this request. And the Russians, who there are rumors now that the Wagner group and the Russian mercenaries have stopped advancing in Tripoli, much to Haftar's chagrin. It is believed now that Russia and Turkey are the ones negotiating with regards to the future of Libya. And given that the EU doesn't have that leverage, given that it can't convince the Libyan parties, given that it demonstrated apathy and it demonstrated a rather disregard for Libya, for the Libyan conflict and for the Libyan parties, the EU now is struggling to assert itself. Put simply, Turkey has suddenly caused everybody to act by threatening to send troops, by threatening to become that power broker, by threatening to rescue Sarraj's government against Haftar. It has spurred everybody to action, not because suddenly everybody wants to solve the Libyan conflict, but everybody wants to make sure that Turkey doesn't become the major power in the Mediterranean. Everybody wants to make sure that just as Turkey asserted itself in Syria, they do not want Turkey to assert itself in the Mediterranean.